fabulous people! Welcome to the channel for all the babes who create their own life trends. My name is Anastasia and today I'm going to share with you top things to know before you travel to Rome. As most of you know, I moved from the US to Rome many years ago, and these Rome travel tips are essential local tips that will truly help you to have the most amazing vacation in Rome. It took me years to gather the best travel tips and put them all together in this Rome travel guide. Everything from what to do in Rome, where to eat in Rome, to how to find bathrooms in Rome, how to avoid scams in Rome, and so much more. And no matter if you will be traveling to Rome, Italy for the first time or for the 20th time, I know that you will feel like a local after watching this video. Alright, now before we begin, you know the drill. Please remember to smash that like button, and if you're new to my channel and my vibe and the vibe of this channel resonates with you, please consider subscribing. Alright, fabulous people, let's get started. Tip number 1. Don't get scammed while you're in Rome. And I know a lot of you worry about it, and no wonder. You have flower men who are coming at you from every corner trying to sell you flowers. You have men with bottles coming at you trying to give you the bottles. You have men who are trying to put bracelets on you on, I don't want to say every corner, but quite a few corners. And of course, that can feel really overwhelming. And the best thing that you can do, and what every single local does in this situation, is to just completely ignore those people. Do not give them any attention. Don't make eye contact with them. Don't smile at them. Don't say thank you. Do not engage with them, period. Because as soon as you engage with them, and I know we are from the US very guilty of that, because we want to say something like, oh, thank you, oh, no, thank you. We feel like we've been rude by ignoring someone, but trust me, they know that. So as soon as you engage with them, that is it. Game over, guys. They will not leave you alone. They will follow you. They will continue to talk to you. They are professionals at that. They are professional scammers. So the best thing to do is to not give them any attention. And if you want to know more about scammers in Rome, then definitely watch my video on how to save money and avoid scams in Italy. Now, fabulous people, if I scared you a little bit with my first travel tip, I promise I will come back to it later in the video to clarify some of the points I made. For example, why you shouldn't buy a bottle of water from a stranger on the street. But I will come back to it, and for now, let's move on to my travel tip number 2. And that is visiting Rome during the weekend. And I know that might sound like a strange tip, but let me explain myself. If you plan a trip to Italy and Rome is a part of that trip, make sure to visit Rome on the weekend, or at least include weekend as part of those days you will be traveling to Rome. And the reason for it is because only during the weekend you can visit some of the most amazing hidden gems of Rome, like Palazzo Colonna or my favorite, Domus Aurea. And unfortunately, during the week, these Roman sites are closed, so you will not be able to visit them. So if you want to take advantage of visiting all the best sites, then definitely visit Rome during the weekend. And if you want to know more about Palazzo Colonna or Domus Aurea, then definitely check out my video on what to do in Rome that nobody knows. Now let's talk about where to stay in Rome. I know a lot of you always ask me this question, so I'm going to take some time and actually break it down for you by area. If you're looking for one of the safest areas in Rome, also very central, and at the same time pretty quiet at nighttime, then I definitely recommend Spanish Steps. It's not a secret that it is one of my absolute favorite areas in Rome. But one downside to Spanish Steps is that it is quite expensive. Now, if you don't mind a little bit of noise or a lot of noise during the weekend, then Trastevere, Piazza Navona, Campo de Fiori are all excellent choices. They're still very central, but the only negative thing about those places is that they do not have a metro station. So you will either have to walk pretty much everywhere, which is actually not that bad of a thing after all the pizza, pasta, gelato, or you will have to rely on taxis or public transportation. And when I say public transportation, I mean buses. And of course you might ask me, so Anastasia, what's the big deal about taking a bus in Rome? Well, let me tell you, the only consistent thing about Roman buses, it's their inconsistency. So if you scheduled a visit to Vatican Museums or Colosseum and you're relying on a Roman bus to get you there on time, there is a big chance that that Roman bus is going to be very late, or it might not arrive at all. Now, a lot of you ask me about Monty Area. And for those of you who do not know, Monty is the one that is close to Colosseum. I personally like Monty Area. There are a lot of restaurants, cafes, cute little vintage stores. A lot of people say that it's a great alternative to Trastevere. Monty does get busy during the evening. Maybe not as much as Trastevere, but it's still pretty loud in Monty at night. I guess depends where you stay in Monty. But one downside to Monty is that it is quite far from all other areas like Pantheon, Piazza Navona, Campo de Fiori, Trastevere, Spanish Steps. So you will have to walk quite a lot from Monty to other places. Now, if you do not mind walking, then yes, Monty is a great area for you to stay in Rome. Now, if you're traveling as a family to Rome, then you should definitely consider Prati. Prati is a more of a residential area of Rome, and it just offers a lot of space for kids to play, a lot of different playgrounds. At the same time, you have bigger spaces if you're planning on renting Airbnb, and it is close to the Vatican. Now, guys, if you're going to ask me if you should rent a car in Rome, I will tell you with all the certainty, absolutely not. Unless you plan on doing day trips from Rome. And even then, I would recommend to just hop on a train at the Termini station and then travel all over Italy. Now, if you're wondering how does the train system in Italy, I can assure you that it is absolutely fantastic. So definitely take advantage of it. And if you want to know more about how to travel in Italy by train, then definitely check out my video. I'm going to have it pop somewhere here, or I will leave it with all the other videos in the description down below. Now, my next Rome travel tip is on things to do in Rome. A lot of you always reach out and ask, Anastasia, what to do in Rome, what to see in Rome. And of course, if you're traveling to Rome for the first time, there are some Roman attractions that are absolute must see, like Vatican Museums, Colosseum, Pantheon, Spanish Steps, Trevi Fountain. But at the same time, I strongly recommend not to skip Palazzo Colonna, Borghese Gallery, and Domus Aurea. Trust me, you will not regret it. All right, guys, really quick. The issue of buying bottled water from these guys right here is that, unfortunately, a lot of times they use reused bottles. I know, it's gross. And then they just refill it with the water, the regular water that you can get anywhere all over Rome for free, and then they sell it to you. So proceed at your own risk. Let's talk about the best time to visit Rome. And I would say it is December, February, April, May, June, September, and October. It is honestly, guys, hard to tell because the weather is a perfection in Rome year-round, except I would strongly avoid November, especially the second half of November, and August, especially the middle of August. Now, if you're a budget cautious traveler, January and February are some of the best months to visit Rome and Italy in general. My next travel tip has to do with food in Rome. Of course, Italian food is one of the main reasons why people travel to Italy. And in Rome, we have tons of amazing places. But unfortunately, at the same time, we do have a lot of tourist traps. Now, in this video, I will not go into details of how to avoid or how to spot restaurant scams in Italy or Rome in particular, but if you are interested in this topic and you want to learn more, then definitely check out my video on how to avoid a restaurant scam in Italy. And there you will get all the details. Now, one thing that I also want to point out about restaurants in Rome, especially popular restaurants in Rome, is that for those places, most likely you will not be able to make a reservation and you will have to wait in long lines. Now, one of the best solutions for enjoying some of the most authentic Roman food, avoiding all the lines and scams, and this is something that I actually love to do when I travel to other countries and cities, is by booking a food tour. And I can tell you guys that in my personal experience, it is some of the best ways to enjoy local food scene. And for those of you who do not know, my team and I actually offer 2 food tours here in Rome. And during those food tours, you can experience everything from tasting some cheeses and meats from one of the oldest cheese stores in Rome, to enjoying some of the most authentic Roman street food, to enjoying some of the best wine tasting and tiramisu and oh guys, and the list goes on and on. And if you want more details on it, then definitely check out the links to my food tours. I'm going to leave them in the description down below. But let's continue as I'm starting to drool already just thinking about it. And if you're wondering what is the best street food in Rome, then definitely check out my video on what to eat in Rome. All right, guys, now let's continue. What to wear in Rome, or what to pack for Italy in general. Guys, as a personal stylist, personal shopper in Rome, I've done so many videos on style tips and fashion tips in Italy. And of course, I have so many videos when it comes to what to wear in Italy, what to wear in Rome, what to pack, what better to leave at home. I go into tiniest details as far as the colors to wear, the shoes to avoid, like flip-flops and heels in the big cities. You guys know the drill. Or leaving your straw hats for beach towns only. There are so many different rules and specifics when it comes to Italian fashion. So definitely check out those videos. I have videos for every single season, guys. What to wear in winter in Italy, what to wear in spring in Italy, etc., etc. So make sure to check them out. They will give you an excellent idea what to pack for Italy and what to leave at home. I'm laughing, guys, because right now I need to talk to you about restrooms. And I know you might ask, Anastasia, what is the big deal about restrooms? But guys, in Rome, bathrooms are very hard to find. It is not like in the US where you can just go to pretty much anywhere, let's say a grocery store, and use the restroom there. It is not a big deal. We don't even think about it. In Rome, it is very hard to find a bathroom. So in order to avoid a situation where you are in the middle of the street and you really need to use the restroom and you have no idea where to go, I have a few tips for you in mind. All right, number 1 is make sure that you use a bathroom before you leave any place, be it a restaurant, your Airbnb, your hotel, a gallery, museum. Make sure that you use a restroom before you leave. Tip number 2, if you're in the middle of the street and you feel like you really need to go, then find a nearby cafe and go in there. Please do not just go and ask if you can use their restroom. Definitely get an espresso or cappuccino, something small. And then, of course, they will allow you to use their bathroom. And my third tip is actually kind of common sense, but a lot of people don't do it. And that is using a restroom at pretty much any hotel. Guys, you don't have to be staying at that hotel for you to use the restroom. Just make sure that you look and feel confident, walk in like you're staying at that hotel and use the restroom there. And if you're in Rome around, let's say, any of the malls, Rinascente or Coin, they do have restrooms and you don't have to buy anything there. Maybe ladies, you can use that and as an excuse and say that you need to buy something at Rinascente in order for you to use the restroom there. But if you just go to Rinascente or to Coin and use the restroom there, it will not be a problem. And my final tip, and that is something that is very, very close to my heart. Guys, when you travel to Rome or any city in Italy, make sure that you are taking care of that place. I'm sure you've heard about it, or maybe you've seen a video, how an American tourist just recently threw a scooter down the Spanish Steps, causing over 26,000 in damage to that historic site. Guys, it is heartbreaking. So when you visit Rome, please make sure that you don't throw bottles all over the place. Please make sure that you don't sit on the historic sites like Trevi Fountain or Spanish Steps. It is actually prohibited to do so. And more so, please do not swim in the fountains. I can't believe I'm even saying this. So next time you plan on travel to Italy, no matter which cities you decide to visit, be it Rome, Florence, Venice, Milan, Naples, please make sure you're taking care of those places. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching my things to know before you travel to Rome. I truly hope that you found this video useful, beneficial, and maybe somewhat entertaining. Now, before you go, if you haven't done so already, please remember to smack that like button. And of course, I truly hope that all of you by now subscribe to my channel. And I truly hope to see you all in the next video. Ciao, ciao, fabulous.